Warning, this video might not be for you if you take life way too seriously. Wonderful world of YouTube. On today's Junkyard Revivals, or Junkyard Reviews, we're going to be doing a 94 Integra. Now, it doesn't look that bad. Why do you consider it a junkyard review? Well, to be 100% honest with you, it was destined for it. The car, when we got it, had a blown up motor. It just had a B18 in it, and the reason it was blown up was somebody did the whole lack of maintenance thing, decided that timing belt wasn't worth changing. And motor ended up bending valves, contacting pistons, the whole ordeal. Now, it's already running behind me, as I'm sure you can kind of hear. Now, why is that? This car has sat for 6 months. The battery is, it has waved the white flag. It quit. So I had to jump it just so I can have it running and sitting here, chilling, running it. In case you're wondering, it has a B20 swap. It was a B18. The B20 swap, why do we do the B20 swap? Well, to start with, A, it's a direct swap. B, we had to replace the motor anyways. Now, the B20 swap, straightforward. Literally bolts everything, bolts right up. The only thing we had to swap over from the old B18 was the distributor. Now, why do we swap the distributor rather than just making the B20 distributor work? Well, it was a lot easier than having to go through and do some wiring. Literally pulled it out, plugged it in, everything great. And in case you're wondering, when we actually did the swap, fired up first hit of the key, which is super impressive all on its own. Because going from a B18 to a B20, short version of that is a 1.8 to a 2 liter. It's more technical than that, but that's a short version. So you did go to a slightly bigger motor. Figured we'd have to do a little bit of retuning. Didn't have to. So after we did the B20 swap, found out that the automatic transmission, and yes, it's an automatic, is not in the greatest shape. It does shift fine. We do get the D4 light of death, I think it is, that flashes once it gets into overdrive, so it does have an issue there. The speedometer does not work, and the reason the speedometer does not work is because where the sensor goes into the transmission is stripped. So, in case you're wondering, the car got parked. Now, before it got parked, we did play with it. You know, obviously we put a bunch of time into the car. We had done suspension work on it, you know, not low ring springs like that, but we did the basics. We did made sure control arms were fine, ball joints were fine, tie rods were fine, bearings were fine, because we took this car out to the firm, and that is a track, a road track. And in case you're wondering, what was even more impressive is this went up against my Civic Si. No, it did not beat it. Get that out your head. But this actually did okay. My Civic Si, well, what used to be my Civic Si, is got turned into a Lemons car, and it is a legitimate race car. It has a full cage. It has all the workings of a race car. It does have suspension work, but nothing spectacular. But what was impressive is this Acura behind me did fairly well. I was actually very surprised. It's very spunky, is that. But yeah, the funny part now is the car has sat for, like I said, I believe 6 months. So it doesn't get driven anymore. The owner of it is not me. It belongs to a very dear friend of mine. He bought it because he used to have one and he wanted to have another toy. Now, life gets in the way. That toy gets pushed to the side. Why? Toy, not a necessity. So, a couple things about the car that I really dislike. Somebody explain to me why you would make the headlights yellow. I just don't understand it. I've heard a couple explanations. I think it's dumb. It looks stupid in my opinion. Once again, my opinion. Other than that, the car is fairly straight. It does have, you know, some door dings going down the side of it. It does have a little whiskey dent right here, but nothing too crazy. Everything is here on the car. it does, you know, it does have a couple things done to it, which I'll get to in a minute. But I wanted to give you a walk around. It does have another whiskey dent right here. Somebody had a little too much at the time. It does have some gaudy, horrible, ugly wheels that are just ugly as sin. It does have drilled rotors in the back. Like I said, this car's been sitting, so mind the rust. The front bumper lines up for the most part okay. It does have a sunroof. Why I hate sunroof cars, they all eventually leak. And then you end up with this wonderful spot and smell, which I wish y'all had the smell-o-vision, because smells like a dead cat wearing cologne. You can only imagine. It's rough. So, but you end up with that problem, which is why it smells the way it does. In case you're wondering, it is coming from the sunroof. I normally would sit in the car. I'm not going to. At least not for a long period of time, because you can taste it. It's rough. That's why there's a bag on the seat, because it leaks. We're gonna well, man, if I pass out in this video, I'll call 911. It's rough. In case you're wondering, also, the air conditioning does not work. I'm gonna turn it on just for some air movement. The chassis of this car, so the chassis has 236,000 miles. As you can see, I've let it to get up to temp. Tell you, man, I'm gonna need to take at least 2 showers tonight, because I'm regretting every bit of this. Whew, it's thick. But we'll go ahead and at this point we'll go ahead and check out what's underneath the hood of this bad boy, because y'all don't want none. What's more impressive is the hood prop still here. Black car in Florida. Whoo, son, that's hot. So, I know y'all won't be able to take this. Go ahead and keep your drawers on. Don't get too excited. It is a B20. As you can see right there, it does have some headers on it that we put on it. It has this wonderful one-off custom cold air intake. That's right, y'all don't want none of this. Y'all can't handle it. Spark plugs are obviously, you know, custom wiring loom. Other than that, to be honest with you, the car is actually in pretty good shape. I joke, but realistically, the cars of today from this era, they're usually pretty beat. Aside from that, this car is rust free for the time being. Water leak and floorboard. Best part, the door handles when we got this car were broken, the outer ones. Any of you people know, well, they're proud of them things. Woo, son. They those outer door handles, I think, were I want to say $160 for the pair, and they were used. You can't get them. They're made of unobtainium. We got them, but yeah. The engine does have solid engine mounts, so it doesn't move a whole lot, and only on the bottom, so it resonates pretty hard behind in the whole car when you put it in gear. I will take it for a short ride. The car is not currently tagged and legal. All right, well, my little stand is broke, so there's that. So we'll go down the road in this thing. We're not gonna go far. It's not street legal. We're not gonna go too far in it, mainly because this car sits and there's no tag. And you can feel all the horsepowers, or lack thereof of horsepower. Are you fucking serious? We're gonna go home. Yeah. That's a new problem. Well, that was almost a phone call to the wife saying, hey, remember that piece of crap next door? Come get me. At least manually shifting it works. But I'll be honest with you, this car is fairly spunky. Like, it would get out of its own way. I also like how the shifter is actually, even with an automatic, is super responsive. Good. Is it a fixable car? Yeah. Are we going to try to fix it? That'll be up to him. If I have my 2 cents in the matter, I'd like to put a roll cage in it. I'd like to do a 5-speed GSR swap and put it on the track. This would be a lot of fun on a track, but it's up to the owner. You know, it's you know, he wanted one again because it was something he had when he was younger. He really liked it. So we'll see how it goes. So in short, it's a 94 Integra. It's got a B20 swap, so it's already got a pretty healthy motor in it. It doesn't smoke, tick, or do any of that kind of Honda stuff. It does do the Honda thing though. It does keep running, other than when people decide not to do maintenance and not do a timing belt, because then things contact stuff that don't like each other. It's kind of like, you know, Mickey Mouse getting with Minnie Sister, you know, it's probably not a good idea. So, yep. So no sooner did I go inside to sit in the air conditioning, this stupid bastard shows up, so I can finally do an intro to him.
Got to work for a living, you know.
I work ish. So this is Tony. He's the wonderful gentleman who owns
that.
The better part is he doesn't know that there's he doesn't know anything about the video. He doesn't know what's in the video. He doesn't know anything about the video.
Nope, nothing. I literally got home to find out he did a review on my car.
Don't leave me a key to your house.
Yeah, there you go.
And leave the keys to the car that I'm doing a review on to access.
He did the work to the car anyway, so I guess it's fair.
I did some of it. You did some of it too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And they know that we did the B20 swap. What all we did, the B20 swap. You did a bunch of suspension work to it.
Oh yeah, we had to replace a ton of suspension, the B20.
We put a header on it.
Put a header, exhaust. Well,
yep. Well, ish.
I can't remember what else we did to it.
Yeah, we worked on this car. I think it was like 6 months ago. We did take it to the track and we did play with it. It was actually a lot of fun.
Oh, it was a shitload of fun.
So the part that he doesn't know about, we gonna tell him now.
Okay.
My vote for this car: put a roll cage in it. Get rid of that god-awful automatic. Put a GSR trans in it, which is basically limited slip, with a 5-speed, and turn it into a legit race car.
Oh, okay.
So, Tony, what is your thoughts?
Oh, okay. 100% minus the roll cage, because there is a chance I need to drive this every day.
You can still drive with the roll cage.
Let's start with the GSR 5-speed. I'm down for that. Start with that. Then we can go to the roll cage.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, I'm good with that because it's actually a shitload of fun to drive.
Yeah. I mean, it could use some stuff.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a 95, man. 94.
Come on, get your shit straight.
I don't.
Except for those gaudy, ugly.
Oh, the headlights gotta go.
Yeah, the headlights, the wheels. Yeah.
They gotta go.
So yeah, my vote is to turn the thing into a race car. And I use that terminology loosely.
I mean, it's still a Honda. It can move though. It can move.
Yeah. I attempted to make it do a burn.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see how that went. It didn't go hot.
No.
No, there's 2 black marks though.
Oh, okay. So you wore some tire off. Didn't spin. Nah.
So yeah. And I think we have him.
Yeah.
I think you have like 2,700 total in the car.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because I know we paid what I think it was $1 grand for it.
$1 for the car in the first place.
The engine was only like $450, right?
No, it was 600, but then we had to get some, and then all the other shit we had to get for it. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm about somewhere between 25 and 27 in it.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's not bad.
You can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
And like I've said a couple times already, and back in the day with the Volkswagen videos.
Oh yeah.
They had Volkswagens to play with. In our world today, you know, we
had Hondas.
We have Hondas because you can find them in everybody's backyard, or in my case, my neighbor's front yard.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can get a motor and a transmission for $1,000.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I mean, like it took us a day, but I mean, we're kind of spoiled. I have a lift. I actually have a shop.
Yeah.
And he actually owns part of that shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I've been saying, guys, this is you know, pretty much
it's
it's a toy. If we hadn't gotten a hold of it, I am like 95% certain this car would have ended up in a junkyard.
Oh yeah, 100%. They had no idea what was wrong with it.
Oh god, the people who we bought this car off of. When you hear banjos, you know, normally well, depending on your day, go towards them. Those people didn't even know what a banjo was. They were like plucking a bucket. Yeah. Kind of a deal.
Oh god.
So.
That was good fun.
Yeah. But anyways, this is Tony. He's the one who owns this car. You probably won't ever see him again unless he invades one of my videos.
It's possible. You never know.
Guys, take care. Have fun.
All right.
Guys, take care. Please do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By all means, leave me a comment if you think this thing's a wonderful piece of crap. You know, hey, I tell you what. Let's do a vote. If you think it should be turned into a race car, put in the comments race car. If you think it should be livened up, make it a driver. If you think it should go into the junkyard, put I'm an idiot. Guys, in the meantime, enjoy life. It's too short.